Hi, everybody. Welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. This is the amazing Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. Link is below if you so choose to subscribe. I'm your host, TarotStache. There we go.
Host with the most.
Host with the most. Please like, share, and subscribe. Doing all of the, the things.
The blah, blah, blahs and the
Yes, the blah, blah,
ha-ha-has.
blah. For entertainment purposes only, do not make decisions based on anything we say. Seek professional assistance and make up your own dang mind.
Really?
So there we go. And y'all are the best chatters and you're here. So thank you very much.
And purchase responsibly. Know your limits. Don't be a douchebag.
Know your limits. Purchase responsibly.
And what she said.
Yes, and what she said. Well, of course, what Jaime said. This is it's always good. So,
spend your money wisely.
Spend your money wisely.
I am not responsible. Cheers. And you can take that two ways. I am not responsible for your. I'm just not responsible.
That's true. We have a snort.
No, it's not true.
Patrice is here. Hello, Patrice. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Make sure you get a hug from your lovely, amazing lady.
Patrice.
Beth is here. And Plucky Heroine called us Happy New Year, Glimmer J and Glimmer G. I will say thank you to everyone who participated in the Glimmer Globe. My Glimmer is here. It's awesome. And thank you for that. So there's always time for you to do that. And Sylvia, Colorful Foresight. Yes, we'll figure something out about that email that you sent me to do something about Glimmer Globe for Law of Attraction. So how's that for? Apparently, I'm always hustling, according to Tom from Early Ritual. So,
okay, I would say you always got something going. That's what I would say.
There you go. Yep, lurking before a doctor's appointment. Look, Zane is here. Hello.
Were your ears burning?
Yes, were your ears burning? Yes. Where are we going, back or forth? Yes, that is exactly what we're doing.
We're doing this.
There you go. And we need like snake music for that. So
yeah.
She didn't do the Zoom thing. That's the Zoom thing. She did this. So
I did the slither.
The slither. Yes. Marita is here. Hello. And Beth likes your t-shirt, Jaime. What does your t-shirt say?
To make me happy, make me coffee, bring me coffee, be coffee.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Nope.
I am going to, where the hell is my back and forth? I'm going to remove that. There we go, so that we can see that. And lots of love for the best chatters coming in. LR72, hello. And Robin is here, having fun day playing with new decks. Delos Tarot, Mind's Eye Tarot, and Manuscript of Initiations. I have not seen your video yet, Robin. Looking forward to that. Oh, look. Diana is riding in her car.
Yay.
She usually is. Home to Grand Blanc, Michigan.
Woot woot.
Yes. Lots of love for everybody. This is good. We like that. Oh, your ears were burning for the right reasons, Zane. I mean, you will not need cream or medication to solve how your ears were burning. Speak of Tom, Early Ritual. So you like working with the Mind's Eye, the art is pretty, but I'm thinking not for me. I have to look at that. Squiggle Wiggle. That's
me. Or Snort and Slither, as Patrice likes to tell me.
I like that. That's good. I should splice that out of this and put it into GarageBand and make an extended track
of Snort and Slither. Nice.
Snort and Slither. I could probably do that.
I know you could.
Okay, so Heather is here. Hi, Heather. Good to see you, Indigo Jaguar Intuitive Arts. And Patrice is liking that. So, yeah, so 2023.
Yeah. Poop, poop.
There you go. 2023. 2024. We're talking about 2024. 2024 is
Now.
Now, yes. And it is a strength year,
Mm-hmm.
which is read all of your associations with the card strength and what that means. Oh, here
And
you
I
go.
think I'm a double this year. Strength.
A double.
Yeah, my own personal.
Oh, your personal year is a strength?
Mm-hmm.
Which, and yes, you could change your name to Snort and Slither. That might be,
I would get deadheads and reptile people.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Debbie Aquarius Owl is here. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. So what was the question I asked you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's 8 is also my life path number.
Nice.
So yeah, Robin thinks Slither and Snort sounds better, but anyhow, maybe the wrong crown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but for those of you who are watching the live earlier today, the pop-up live with Allison from Aries Girl Tarot, we were talking about figuring out your numerology associated with your life path, your soul path, if you have one of those, or and then your yearly number.
Yes.
So it's like, anyhow. So, but so we're here to talk about 2024. Maybe things that we're looking forward to, things that we are also going to talk about some of the things that we're doing, and talking also about some of the things upcoming that you may hear about or you may not. So,
or you may not.
Or you may not. Logo is here. Hi, Kaylee.
Hello.
And so, one thing I do want to share with everybody, you remember about a year ago, we had this crazy live with, you were there, and Deb Purple Elephant was there, and Richie was there, and it turned into the Best Chatters Oracle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is currently the number of cards that I have in the Best Chatters Oracle. I still have 7 pages left to go. Those will be done by the end of this week. So I am handwriting them. So there we go. And these are for my personal use only, but we'll figure out. But I think, did I show you this already? I have to trim off some of the cards. They're not
so weird.
Yeah. Well, it was in 2 packs, so there's that.
It's so weird. I mean, I was in the print business when I was a kid, and I mean, everything is to everything with the guillotine, so it should have all been the same.
Well, yeah. Anyhow, hi, Amanda Carroll. Oh, and Robin said his is a tower year.
Don't go crap.
Yeah,
you can gird your loins, but it
Yeah.
could just be like some magical transformative shit.
I think so. And, gird your loins whenever you want. You're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to tell you when to gird your loins or not. So,
Gird.
But actually, Robin, didn't you post something recently that you were going through and clearing some stuff out? So, anyhow.
Gird.
So stay tuned. More about the Best Chatters Oracle. It probably was operator error, but these were from 2 packs, 2 separate packs.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a guillotine. So, anyhow, Anything you want to share about something that you're looking forward to bringing into 2024, or recently acquired decks that have been curated in your collection, or whatever the heck Jamie wants to talk about?
Sure. So we had talked about, everybody always talks about having a word of the year, right?
Yes.
And hi Cheryl, I had pretty much said, I'm not doing that because it just, it never ends up being something that I tune in with. And I should, because I usually get one of my friend Pam, she publishes, Pam Trimble. You can find her on Facebook, but what is she? Nerd Stationery, something. Anyway, she's a beautiful, delightful human being. And she puts out different journals on Amazon. And one of them is about the focus of the year, your word, blah, blah, blah. Well, I was talking to my sister, Kelly, and with an IE, not Fitzgerald. And she'd asked me if I'd chosen a word of the year. I know, I'm trying not to be long-winded, but I know. Sitting at the table with her yesterday, I chose a word.
This just in, people.
Focus.
Ooh, nice.
Because this year, I have a lot to focus on. I have to finish my certification classes, which don't sound like a big deal, but they're huge. They are huge.
Yes.
I have to finish that. I have goals in here. I have goals with you. I got goals, man. And I got to focus, because if I don't focus, I am not going to get anything done. I'm just going to stop.
Yep. And that focus, and I will say this publicly so everybody can know it. If, let me know when you need to focus on something. It's all, it's like, I get it.
Yeah,
I'm an adult, and I understand when you need to make these choices to focus on those things. So,
yeah.
Let's say, Jonathan is here. Hello, Jonathan. Good to see you.
Aloha.
And Robin said, I was relating my tower to the strength justice aspect of the year. I think we're all in for an emotionally distressful year. Yeah, I think that could very well be. And I see Michelle Marie came in. Astrological Tarot. Hello.
Can I address that? And this is not directed at you, Robin, because I love you. It's not directed at you, but this is like the second time in just a few days that I've had somebody say something about, the political shit. And I don't talk about any of that online, or you and I rarely talk about it. But I'm not giving any energy to it.
Yes.
I'm not putting my head in the sand. I'm not ignoring, but I'm not giving energy to what could turn into like hella anxiety about something that I cannot control.
So you have set your boundaries. You know what you can handle, what you want to handle and welcome in. I completely understand that. And I think everybody needs to know their own limits of what they can handle and what they can't.
Right. And like, that's why I was saying it's not directed at Robin, because in talking to my sister, Kelly, she was saying that she had to stay off of social media. I'm like, well, okay, here's the deal, dude. You don't necessarily have to stay off social media. You have to not scroll. I said, if you cannot scroll and you can only use the search feature of where you want to go, if you want to see an art page or a specific friend or something like that, use your power of the search versus this and this mindless, endless this.
Yes. Doom scrolling. And Robin said, thanks for the reminder. That's his usual practice. That's beautiful. And Fatima is here. Hello, Fatima, and has correctly spelled your name.
Thanks.
So, yeah, you're sweet to remember. Oh, Jonathan and Jonathan. Yep. So, but yeah. I like your word focus. We had Cheryl thinks focus is a great word. So, and I haven't decided what my word is going to be. Last year's was edit, and it worked for about 5.5 months.
4 minutes.
No, 5.5 months. That's a whole different show. She just snorted. I don't know what it is. I don't know what my word is going to be because, well, I'm auditioning some things. I'm auditioning them. I'm taking them out for. We're doing meet and greets. We're talking about what they could bring. That word could bring to the relationship. So
what meat they can bring to the table.
Yes, what they can bring to the table. So,
I was thinking hors d'oeuvres,
Yes. Any tips on coming up with a word for 2024?
LR72, it took me, it was hard enough for me to try and figure out how to explain it to somebody else. What do you got, Gerald?
Well, tips for, I did a video about this last year where I talked about the word of the year and how to come up with it. Part of it is thinking about LR72, thinking about what is it that you want more of in your life? What is, and think of the word of the year is to, when you see it, it helps you stay on the path to reaching your goals. Is that fits?
Right. That's good. Ding, ding, ding. You're good.
Oh, thanks. And Heather said, for me, it's authenticity. Very nice. Very nice. And stay tuned, Robin. We just might. Beth said, my word for 2024 is explore.
Oh, nice.
So you're very welcome. And Beth shared tip. I didn't do this, but what about choosing your favorite Oracle deck and after reading it, choose a word from your reading?
Like a bibliomantic kind of thing.
Yes. That could actually work out very nicely. So yeah, that's cool. But
I got stuff to share.
Oh, share.
So for Yule, I had already gotten the Witch Sister Tarot, and I have never owned the Hidden Realm. So my husband got this for Yule for me, and I just got the coolest bag. Look, see? Look.
That's good.
Isn't that nifty? And I'll show you inside. They're always pretty.
Hi, Kiba.
Hi, Kiba.
Oh, I like the the inside. Probably a grunge.
I like it. And then before I left to go up to Washington, I had received the Tree Keepers Oracle. And when I got the Tree Keepers, I'm like, well, crap, I need to pair it with something. So
I love it. Crap, I have to pair it with something.
Stephanie Law also did Shadowscape,
which is, I love the deck.
And so this is how it kind of went. 2 bags.
Nice.
Purpley.
2 bags. Oh, look at that, everybody. Very nice.
I should have done, if I had thought about it, because I ordered a book bag, because they always make these really nice books. A book and bag combo like I did for the Yule. But I did that for Witch Sister. It's just not here yet.
Okay. And Beth asked, how do you like Witch Sister, Jamie? I'm on the fence.
Dude. So here's the skinny. I've been talking to Kelly Fitzgerald about this deck a lot, because if you look at Hidden Realms, and I will try not to do a dissertation on you, but I've thought about this an awful lot.
I can put you in the hot seat if you'd like.
Yeah, no, don't do that. So this deck is yummy. It can be sweet. It can be playful. It can be a little poke, because you're dealing with the Fae, right? If that's your deal, that's what you're dealing with. Witch Sister is the intense goddess energy, but there are men in there too. This deck has the best description of the devil ever, the Forest Lord.
Okay.
But yeah, so Beth, I am reconciling with it it scares, I won't use the bad word, but it scares the piss out of me at times because it is very in your face. The cards are aggressive, but that's why you need the book. That's why you need to read the book, because if you read what's with it, it tempers the intensity of the art. And it makes the intensity of the art make a little bit more sense other than, boom, I'm staring at you and I've got this look like you are going to die, right? When in fact, there's a situation, there's a something, so once you understand the emotion of what's behind it, it takes that I'm going to kick you in the ass kind of thing away a little bit. I still think it's very aggressive. And my idea that I was talking to Kelly about, which she's going to check it out too, is utilizing these two together to get an even more tempering, if you will. So do specific readings, but I'm pulling from both.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay.
Haven't tried it yet. And Kelly says she's not so sure. Well, I should say Kelly said she's not so sure she's going to do it because that deck, Witch Sister, seems to be very, my word, not hers, don't fuck with this system. Don't mess with the process kind of thing. So I'll check it out. And if they play well together, then.
Yeah. Teresa has never heard of the Witch Sister.
Yeah. Before. Julia Jeffrey. It's her art. There were Llewellyn decks. I don't know. Did Barbara Moore write this one too? No, Julia did. So Julia did everything.
Oh, wow. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So, and she talks about it a lot online because there was another card that she actually wanted for the cover that she talked about on Instagram. Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah. Amanda uses a bandana to tie up the book in the deck. And you're thinking of your word. And by the way, Robin asked, does anybody ever launder their tarot bags? Do they gather dust over time? And Beth shared, tie the ribbon, cold wash only, fragile or gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. So that makes
I use those bra bags or lingerie bags.
Oh, lingerie bags, yes.
Yeah, you open them up, throw them in, and then I do what Beth said, but in a lingerie bag.
Yeah. So I would say, for me, I probably wouldn't be washing them. I would take them out and I would shake them if they got some dust on them.
Yeah, it's what I do is shake them. But I have with cotton ones that I know aren't going to bleed, like my felt ones with Kelly, by Kelly Bear, I wouldn't wash those. I would just shake them out.
Yeah, not with
use
the
a
felt.
brush. Use a nice brush to get the deeper dust out if you've got it sitting there for a while.
Definitely use a lingerie bag. Yes.
Yeah.
But that makes a lot of sense. So
yeah. So did I answer your question, Beth? I don't know.
What do you think of it? Basically, the visuals without understanding the meaning that is talked about in the book can be a little assaulting. It's still in your face. You're going to get a depth of understanding when you read the book. And she said, yes, thank you.
Yeah. And like I said, the devil, the forest lord, is probably one of the best write-ups I've read on a devil.
Nice. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Teresa says, I keep my tarot decks in their original boxes. It makes it easier for me to choose the deck I want to work with.
So here's the deal. I know that a lot of people like these because they go on a shelf like a book.
How do you really feel, Jamie?
If I didn't have something on the other side, like a big old window, I would throw these for emphasis.
Yes.
I dislike boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I dislike boxes. And I have an entire box of boxes. As a matter of fact, don't gasp, don't have a heart attack, don't but I threw away an entire garbage bag of independent original deck boxes a few months ago because I hate them so. And they take, you just looked at Jeffrey, and
Jeffrey just looked at me, and I'm like, ugh. Okay.
Yep. I despise them. And I know that on my independent decks, I'm never going to get rid of them. And honestly, if I kick it and all of this shit's left, McKinley's not going to give two shits. He's going to put it all in a box and ship it to that man or to Jonathan or overseas. He's not going to care. So breathe, Gerald.
I'm fine. I'm distracting myself by the amazing best chatters, so I'm going to get caught up. So
so stop. Shh.
No. Kaylee asked, do either of you have advice for shuffling or using a super thick deck? Yes, don't buy it.
There's that. So I have arthritic hands most of the time. I have a nasty autoimmune disease. And so I always take decks like that and I split them into threes, and I shuffle two sections. Then I take a section from the big stack that I just shuffled and I shuffled it with the third, and I kind of do that back and forth. I don't typically wash decks.
Yeah.
Because they end up turning upside down and stuff like that. And I don't read reversals. That's what I do. What do you do? Other than don't buy them.
Other than don't buy them, I like to riffle shuffle. So I will try to riffle shuffle. There is a particular publisher who I will not buy any of their decks because it's just too thick. And so I will try to riffle shuffle. I will do them in small bits. Most of the time it ends up being overhand. Because
I do overhand. I just don't enjoy it as much.
I don't either, because that's part of the experience for me. I want to have a good experience shuffling a deck. And in fact, there is a deck on Kickstarter I'm very intrigued with. But I'm, of course, over time, I've learned to actually read and read again and read a third time the description to make sure I understand what I'm getting. The deck is 400 GSM, 400 people.
And I said, no way.
That's like cereal box. I mean, it's like, anyhow.
Yeah, there are three popular decks within the community that are super, super popular. I have them. If I'm using them, because I'm using one for our Sagittarius daily readings, and they're super hard for me. I have to split them up, and I wish I could just split them in half and riffle shuffle, but I cannot, and nobody can. I mean, unless you are a mountain man with hands this big and you chop wood for a living, and it's not like it's bad cardstock or that it's ugly or anything, and it's not 400. It's just tough.
Yeah. 400 GSM people. I'm like going, why? Anyhow. Okay. Sylvia said, so Jamie, you said it is one of the best. Yeah. What did you like? Please share in response to the devil.
Yeah. The Forest Lord.
Forest Lord. Okay.
It's so tough because I would honestly have to read it to you, and we're not in a position to do that, but it's just, it talks about Scottish witch lore. He's spoken of as the role of the lover and the shapeshifter, and it's not your typical crappy put someone in chains. It's all about the ick of a card, because I was talking to my sister Kelly, and she is just starting out with tarot. So we went through my collection yesterday, and we pulled a deck that I'm going to send to her. She had said, Gerald, you're going to love this. She had said she wanted very traditional because she's getting very much into antiques and this and that. And I thought, oh shit, she wants like the original, like Rider-Waite. Okay, fine. I have about 3 or 4 of those. That's fine. No, what she ended up choosing, the oh God, what the hell is his name? Our Happy Toast deck. It's neither
Really?
traditional nor antique, but she thinks in thought bubbles. And so
that works for you.
her.
Great. Yeah.
That's what I'm sending to her.
Yeah. Okay. So there's some comment. Go ahead. Finish that thought.
So anyway, what I was saying is that it's not the stereotypical, because she was saying, you know, no death card, no tower, no devil. And I'm like, no. No, you're going off of what you've heard out there in like the world and not in real what it really means to read those cards.
Yes.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm done now.
Okay. So I just you know, you're welcome to. And Kaylee said the deck I have is lenticular, so the cards are thicker than normal.
Mm-hmm.
And Tom said I think the Lenora Carrington deck is 400 GSM as well. And of course, Zane reminds us, cough, cough, witch's wisdom, cough, cough. That
ding,
was
ding, ding.
Is that was that 400 GSM?
I don't know that it was 400. I know that it was difficult for all of us when we were studying it together.
Yeah. And Michelle Marie said, Tom, I had a chat with Amy and Monty about their most recent decks, and their Art of Affirmations is wonderfully easy to transport. I love creators who understand our limited living space. Yes. And yeah, when will they stop with the thickness of cardstock? They're heading toward dominoes. You know what? I wouldn't mind dominoes if actually that's what the intent was. Put them in a different bag. And I could totally
find me with a big bag to put my hand in.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Teresa said, my largest deck is the Thoth. Toothy, Thothy, Thoth.
Titty, Tothy, Toth. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. If majors only, 400 GSM with only 22 cards might be workable. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, here you go. Teresa said, in 2023 was my year of buying tarot decks. I added 15 to my collection. The artwork in them grabbed me. I love it.
We will talk about what we're buying or not buying here soon.
Yes.
It's a topic.
Yes. And Jamie Sawyer was creating tiles. I thought about those. So I'm just getting caught up in chat. So
I have several sets of Jamie's tiles. Yeah.
Martha Bean is here. Hi, Martha.
Hi.
And, Twisted Sushi. Good to see you. And this is why I love Llewellyn. So easy to shuffle.
If they would just do linen, Beth.
If they would just do linen, is for sure. Okay, I had some other
ability and then beautiful linen.
So, Merita has an idea for a show doing pairing experiments. One person uses a tarot and the other oracle for reading. Actually, next Monday, I am doing readings with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. We're using the Spectro World Tarot and the Spectro World Oracle. So, and Robin does not have patience or delicacy with tuck boxes. So, okay. I know this isn't fancy, but I have these linen bags that my favorite tamales used to come in. I collected and washed them. They're great for protecting.
Yeah. I think that's lovely.
I do too. Now it makes me want to have a tamale.
That too.
Boxes drive me crazy. Yes. Jesri is here. Hello.
Hey.
And happy birthday or happy New Year's, Jeffrey. Did Jeffrey comment? Oh, and metaphorically speaking, I dislike boxes also. So just getting caught up. So I've missed some of the great chat. So my apologies. And just Witch's Garden is linen. You're muted because the dogs are barking. Mm-hmm. So Jamie's mouth is moving, and I will fill in the blanks. I don't have the Witch's Garden,
which I am shocked by because it's one of the ones that I have, the book and bag thing combination, the book bag. I love that deck.
Oh, here you go. Robin asked, Jamie, I'm curious if you got the Mind's Eye Tarot. It reminds me a bit of the Forhaxa. Your thoughts?
I don't have that.
And Beth said Forhaxa to me has more symbols in each card. And yeah. Teresa, you're answering. So I love the tarot.
So can I answer Jean Hall though? So yes, there is. There are economically priced decent decks, mass market, online, whether you go to Amazon or US Games or Llewellyn or whatever. But you can know your limits, purchase responsibly, be smart. You can purchase, if you found one independent deck that you thought was just glorious, right? You can save, and I'm not directing it to you, Gene, I'm just directing it at the collective. You can save for that one deck. You don't have to do.
You only need one deck.
Mm-hmm. And it's almost better if that's all you have.
Yeah, it is almost better. That's so true.
Yeah.
And I think that, there are economy tarot decks. Sometimes you can go to used bookstores and you can find tarot decks if you're okay with that. I would also say you do have to be careful about the counterfeit decks that are out there, even on Etsy and Amazon. Don't purchase those. If you're looking at a deck and it doesn't come with a little white book and there's a QR code on it, that's usually a counterfeit deck. However, there's some good suggestions about like sticking with mass market. Hay House, Llewellyn.
This was like $25.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's totally doable.
Yeah. It is possible to find decks under $20. I think there are definitely inexpensive decks. Hay House also has good deals. And for when I'm feeling I'm not sure if it's an authentic deck, I will go right to the source. And I will buy it from US Games, Llewellyn, Hay House. So unless you are participating in a tarot scavenger hunt, one deck will not secure you a win. It could if you had the right deck.
Right. Fair enough.
Just whatever, it's got to have an actual person resting and an actual blue bird. Blue. You're welcome, Jean. That's such a good question.
It's a great question.
Yeah. The Wisdom Oracle, I'm going to say Wisdom Oracle, seems to always get to the heart of the matter for me when I'm floundering in my own confusion. That's the sign of a good deck connection. If it helps you and it sorts you out and supports you, I think that is a really, very good point.
The Alleyman.
Oh, here you go. Used to look for tarot decks at yard sales. Found my Thoth in the Rider. That's cool.
That is cool.
And Robin is purchased, he's put, not that I'm pushing it. Yes, you are, Robin. You are. It's an indie quality and mass market.
There are a couple out there that are indie quality in mass market for sure. I mean, would you have ever expected linen to come from a mass market like the Witch's Garden? No.
Look at who's here. Candy, Soul and Soil. Good to see you.
Hello, you.
Good to see you. So, So, is this what you were barking about? Allie
Yes.
making there?
Yes. I wasn't going to call Thomas out.
Yeah. Oh, to win the scavenger hunt. No, it will not. I had the
Yeah,
Allie
no,
man.
I knew what you meant. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
that
the
one
Dragon Alien Backpack Electronic Equipment deck, Gerald.
Yes. Yes. Jean said, I have trouble with used things. Don't know if it's the vibe or just my brain. Appreciate all the suggestions.
Sure.
Jean, this is a really good thing to know for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with getting a used deck. I have multiple decks in my collection that are used, and I'm good with it. If you're not good with it, I fully support you.
I fully support Jean because I'm not good with it.
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand.
Yeah. Unless it's given to me by somebody that I know that has the yummy energy that I cultivate and is around me and stuff like that, different story.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Etsy decks? I buy a lot of decks from Etsy from the creators.
From the creators.
From the
Not
creators.
those folks that have 900 on their page because you just don't know where they come from.
Yeah. I never hear any more about cleansing decks, but would that help at all with the old feeling? I do a lot of cleansing.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yeah, the uncommon tarot. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Agree.
Robin, I'll star your question. Yes, from the creators on Etsy. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So here you go. And Tom says, if you want a good RWS workhorse, get the Centennial Smithwaite from Amazon. You can get for around $20 now.
Yeah, I have it in a tin. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and some of the Etsy decks, and here's the thing, Jamie talked about this, is know your limits, purchase responsibly. I've actually saved for some decks. I've saved up. You don't buy the extra fancy cup of coffee. You put that money into a tin and you save it. So,
and there are creators out there, it depends on who it is, but I know that Jamie Sawyer used to do this. She did it a couple of times for me with tiles, where it's kind of like a layaway. And I'm not saying that every creator will do it because it's a bunch of paperwork to have to keep track of and who pays what and stuff. But there are people that do where they'll take a deposit and then you make payment and you pay it off.
Sure.
On some of those bigger collectible kind of things, if that's what you want to do, that one, throw your one shot out there, right? Yeah.
Robin said the last 4 or 5 decks I've bought were off Etsy. And Heather is saving for the Surrealist Renaissance Tarot. Nice.
And yeah.
Oh, here you go. Yeah. Yep. PayPal has a pay in 4 option. Yes. So, use tarot groups. So, and I run the white light around and through my decks. Got to send the newer ones out. Set the newer ones out to charge with the full moon. Cool. Okay, Jamie, did you check out Tarot of the Cosmic Seed? I've been using it nonstop. Shuffles easily.
I did. And it looks groovy, but that could probably lead to our next subject of what are we purchasing in 2024 or not.
Okay, so I'm going to share. I'm going to give full credit to Sadhana. Encouraged me to do it. Encouraged me to purchase responsibly and to know my limits. I got the Vanessa Tarot. Have you seen this one?
I have.
Do you have it?
I do not.
Okay. It's in a tin, which that's a beautiful thing. And it's inspired by pop culture things. So I have not done a deck interview with this yet. I'm looking forward to doing that. And I like a small deck. I like the deck in a tin. I got this off of the Zon of Amma. So, anyhow, so I'm not going to show that. That's not what this is. Tom said, I've never seen this deck. It's the Vanessa Tarot. Purchase responsibly, know your limits. It's a US Games.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Okay. I have that. I have thought about that one. Yep. I love the Vanessa Tarot, but I don't have it. It's sassy with an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody who is sassy with an attitude. Could have been useful in the scavenger hunt. It could have. However, I didn't have it. It arrived after that. Okay, segue. Go ahead.
For what?
What we're not talking about or what we're not buying in 2024?
Oh, I was going to let you share your books and stuff. And
okay, so
yeah, I'm just putting a bug in your ear for that. Yeah.
So okay, so yes, thanks. Okay, so Jamie and I both have the Ritual Journal 2024. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm collecting my daily reads in, especially for the 13 signs, 26 spreads. So
you're so prepared.
So you got the Stoller for Christmas. Aw, comes in a tin. Yes. Thomas from Tarot Your Way loves that. So I have this. And so that's something that I'm working with in 2024.
Mm-hmm. I
have the Ancestor Grimoire, which I'm working through in 2024. Mm-hmm. I have, this sort of relates to what my word of the year may be. Oh, hell, I'll just do it. My word of the year may be about creativity. I need to get more creativity. Speak his name and he arrives. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Thomas, did you see Debbie just got the Stoller for Christmas in a 10? So there you go. Speak Thomas's name and he appears.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I'm doing in 2024 is I've filled 12 boxes of stuff with quilting stuff that I want to work on, and 12 boxes, one for each month. So at the beginning of the month, I'm picking a random number, and then I'm working on that box. So this is the box for January. It's this pattern. Amazing. So and so I have found it has 3 options. Mm-hmm. So I am, by the way, I'm going to be making some videos on this. And so I'm looking forward to working with that. So creatively, it may be, create is something because I'm also going to be doing once a month, I'm going to be creating another fabric painting. So that will be good. And part of what I also got was these 2 books, the One Block Wonders. So pretty. And One Block Wonders Encore. And the idea is that you can use fabric, you can cut it in a certain way, and you can make it into a kaleidoscope. So 2 of my boxes have stuff in it would be perfect for this. So. All right. What do we got?
To answer a question, though.
Yes.
The Stoller is actually on sale for $9.98. It's like 50% off right now.
On what? On the Zon of Amma?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, dang. Okay. Purchase responsibly, know your limits. Mm-hmm. Robin said he's working through the Jodorowsky book in 2024.
Oh, Jodorowsky. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Tom says he needs to do that. And it is a travesty that I haven't read it yet. So probably. I have to get Jeffrey to be still enough for me to practice my aqua lead stuff on him. I've never seen that concept of quilting before. It's It's invigorating. It's awesome. Kaylee, I'm going to put you on the spot. What is Aqua Lead? It's basically a training to let you that it's about healing through water. So, I'm also going to be studying, Jamie and I are going to be studying this one, the Somnia. So, and Robin said 5 years ago, I wouldn't say I'd ever come around to using pips, but here I am. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So
I get that.
So it's an energy healing modality that uses the water in the body, helps deal with inflammation, etc. And you can also use it to heal bodies of water. And Hershey is here. Hi, Hershey.
Hi.
Okay, nice. Except I'm imagining that isolation tank with the dolphin in absolutely fabulous.
I agree, Beth. I went there too.
So anyhow, okay. So those are all the books that I have out to talk about.
Cool.
What decks are you not buying in 2024?
Well, I'm figuring out what a good number is because I actually have some Kickstarters and I know, don't gasp. I don't want to purchase anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I have hit capacity. And what really made me realize it was the 13 signs, 26 spreads.
Mm-hmm.
I
hear you.
So yeah.
I hear you. I am at capacity. I did purchase a book that I saw Lisa Papez talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It was an energetic color
deck,
and I thought, boy, that could be fun to use with some of my landscape and my quilting stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not talking about books, man. That subject's off limits. I'm not talking about putting a moratorium on books, only on decks.
I didn't say books, but did I say books?
Yeah, I thought it was a book, at least.
So no, it's a deck. It's a deck.
Okay.
It's a deck. My apologies. I would never put a limit on books. Not for Jamie, not for anyone else. And Pamela said, I started a crochet temperature blanket today. You do a row every day according to the temperature. Pamela, I have seen people do that. I've seen people also do quilts like that, sewing quilts together. It's fascinating, the idea of that. And by the way, hi, Pamela.
Hi.
And Teresa says, I can crochet a little basic knitting. Wish I could quilt. If you can sew a semi-straight line but can be consistent, that's all you need. And I know I'm not the boss of you, Tom. And Beth used to do needlepoint, cross stitch. I think for me, I really do need to put in that creativity. I need to build it into my day and my week. So that's been very helpful.
Our whole family used to cross stitch. My grandparents, my nana and my grandpa in San Diego, they had 2 Stitchcraft stores in San Diego. And so the first thing that you were given was like this little simple cross stitch of it was of a little owl. That was the first cross stitch that you did as a little kid. I think I was 7 or 8. And then I have pieces in my house that were done by my cousin who passed, but that were done by him. And his Stitchcraft is so amazing that if you were to take it out of the frame and flip it over, it looks exactly like the front.
Wow, that is some detail.
All Teresa, the ants, all of them did it exactly the same. Yeah.
Teresa said, I'm currently trying to teach myself felting. That's cool. And Heather says, Jenna Della Della, somebody who has got some new decks out. She's the artist for the Colette Baron reads. Has hired to do her decks.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do remember Rosie Greer needle pointing. So I guess my creativity goes into creating yoga lessons for my class. I think that's cool. So to circle back around, I think my word of the year may be creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Because so I just got it in there. Jamie, I keep thinking you're signing language.
I do sign language, but that's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, but yeah. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And Hershey loves your shirt too.
Thanks.
And so, okay, so here, let's do this. This section of the video is brought to you by the word hypermnesia. Everyone say it with me. Hypermnesia. Hypermnesia. Abnormally vivid or complete memory or recall of the past. Verify your hypermnesia by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channels. Hypermnesia. I remember everything Jeffrey told me I said, and I have the t-shirt to prove it.
Nice.
So, okay. Oh, and here you go. She mostly uses her middle finger, Pamela Bad.
Here you go, Beth.
Amnesia, yes. Rob said, my newest book is The Tarot Court Cards by Kate Warwick Smith. Always more to learn about the courts. Yes.
Nice.
And does that mean you hypnotically forgot you got a perm?
I don't even know.
In a few hours, I will have hypermnesia of what I had for breakfast. No hypermnesia. There you go. Yeah. So, what books are you going to be acquiring in the new year, Jamie? Since I'm not putting books off the limit.
Yesterday, so Amazon does this thing. Yesterday was the first time ever that they did a stuff your Kindle, because they had a stuff your Kindle a couple of days ago in a different genre. But this was the first year that they did a stuff your Kindle for fantasy books. Ting, 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 because they were all zero, no cost, and they're independent books. But I sent that link because somebody had put all the books in categories so that you just had to click on them and go. And me and the bestie and a couple of others were like, ting, 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 ting.
Wow.
So
there you go.
Fiction is full.
Fiction is full.
As far as you never know, because Kelly Fitzgerald will poke me and say, do you have this? You need to get this, blah, 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 blah. Or she'll send me a picture or whatever. You do the same. Jonathan does that. Zane sometimes shares. So you never know what's going to come in the nonfiction. I'm not looking. But I'm never opposed to a good reference book.
Yeah. And Robin said, sounds great. My Kindle is full. I have to return a book every time I want to add one now. And Jezri, you can certainly play me. I'm not a good Scrabble player.
Robin, these were not Kindle Unlimited. These were own them all forever for $0. Ooh. So this was not a Kindle Unlimited thing. So I don't have to return shit. It's all mine.
There you go. C.E. Murphy is my current favorite fantasy author.
Yeah, I like C.E. Murphy.
So, and Merita said, how did I not know about this?
I didn't know about it until I started paying attention to Book Talk. T-O-K, not T-A-L-K. Mm-hmm.
And Beth said, my son got me a subscription to Book of the Month for Christmas. Just ordered Bullet Swallower. It's magic realism.
Bill the Vampire.
I'm reading Bill the Vampire series. Yep. Geek Hot Vampire is very funny. Oh, here you go. You're Heather's favorite. OMG, someone who knows who C.E. Murphy is. Jamie just got even more cooler. Well, of course she's got more cooler. She's always
Baby,
cool.
I read.
You are a rapid consumer of books.
Well, okay, so I used to edit. Erotica. I won't tell you the publishing house.
Know about.
Yeah. I would have lots of conversations with my cousin John about what I was editing at the time. So I was reading. Now I know C.E. Murphy is not in the category of what I was editing. Okay. But I was probably 20 years ago now, reading 5 to 6 books a week.
Yeah.
So I don't do that now. I don't have the time. I am out. But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking around to see if I had anything else slotted out. I don't.
That's it?
So, Judgy McJudgerson.
Have you met me?
Yes, I have, Judgy McJudgerson. Yes. I'm not surprised. Cool. Yes. So 2024.
Yeah.
This is the 2024 episode. I'm considering creativity perhaps for my word of the year. And oh, here you go. How many dogs does Jamie have?
2. I had 4, and 3 passed, and that left us with Rumor Due, and then we added Big Boy here in September. So I have 2. I have 3 birds, 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm. So wait, what happened to Dex, Gerald? Yours? I am getting in. I think I have 1 or 2 decks coming from Kickstarter. I don't think I'm going to buy the 400 GSM deck, which is because it's like, what is it? Is it 100 cards? It's like huge, and I'm like going, holy mackerel!
Was it 100 cards?
It may have been 90. It was more than your standard 78. So.
Gotcha. Didn't you get a deck though from Mr. Man?
From Mr. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey, did you get me a deck this year? He's going. He's doing that. He's like. So.
I thought you got a deck at Yule or something like that.
Oh no, I got the book for the.
Oh, that's right.
The book for the Goddess Tarot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mm-hmm.
But this was one deck that I recently got. This was a Kickstarter that arrived. It's the Diviner Definitions Oracle. It's 111 cards, which I'm looking forward to playing with that. So thank you, Candy. I am actually working hard at doing more of those. So those are the last words that I ever expected from Jamie's mouth, for sure.
Which words?
Which was, you used to edit erotica, maybe?
I don't know. Or I'm not buying. I don't know.
Or you're not buying, yeah. Jonathan's currently reading Storm Constantine's something trilogy in a single book. Teresa has 5 cats, 3 of which are over 13 years old, and a 29-year-old conure.
Mm-hmm. Same species as Peaches.
Yes, it's the Ink Witch, and then I have the Emma Zhang new deck. I think it's the Nile. Well, of course she does. Yes, that was some serious erotica. So maybe we could get the spirit board, and we could do a deck casual or a book casual with Anne Rice, since she's passed away.
Should I bother call Christopher and say, "Hey, you want to play?" And he'd probably say no.
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm talking to his mom.
So the Sasarabito on Kickstarter, the like the miscut deck or something like that. It was $10 cheaper than when I paid for it. So
I like the sassy burrito.
Yeah.
I have 2 copies of it.
The last thing I read was a small children's book to my growing baby. I hope she grows up to a bookworm. Yes, she probably will, and they will if you keep reading. They see you read. I'm glad most Kickstarters are overseas, as it takes all temptation off the table, as I can't afford shipping and taxes. It's doubling the cost of most Kickstarters. Yeah. So yes, it does sound like you're off to a good start for the reading. So, but yeah, since we have the 13 signs, 26 spreads, that really has put into place a lot of what I have with my decks. So yeah.
Well, we've always talked about it. I mean, for a long time, we've talked about it. Well, we've talked about consumerism. We're not going to have that conversation here, or capitalism. But as far as my own need, I don't feel that anymore. Yeah.
I reached the limit part of the halfway through 2023 where I was like, do I really need this?
Yeah, you and I both did that. Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay.
So here, we'll just say, nope, not today. That was my version of Tiny Hands.
I saw that. Yes. Shipping is becoming a major issue, Candy. Yeah. I can't do the Sasarabito because of the High Priestess. It's a deal breaker for me. And I think this is one of those things I think you need to know your deal breaker cards. So, have a great night, Heather. So yeah, I agree with you. You have to know your deal breaker. Tom and I talked about that. Some of what are the deal breaker cards for you? The things that you're going to see. So yeah. Thank you, Jean. It's good to have you here. So upcoming, Jamie, are we doing we have in a couple of weeks we're going to be switching to on the 16th we're talking about Capricorn.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to talk about Capricorn. And so but yeah, bad art is the biggest deal breaker for me. I completely understand.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
I agree. Hey, knock it off.
But I'm happy with the decks I have, and every month and a half or so, I get another. I get antsy for new images to look at. 10-1 buy to fill the urge. Rarely do they pass the honeymoon stage, though. Well, I think it's the. I think for me, Robin, that's where I shop my stash. I go through my collection. If I feel the urge to see something new, I go back through my deck. Yes, Jonathan. The 6 of coins. It's a different take on it. And by the way, the Tiny Traveler for the Sasarabito, she is she's getting another edition of that printed, and it should arrive soon. So
very cool.
Yeah, because that's one, because I use that a lot for my yes no readings when I'm online, and I just want I want to I want to have a backup because I'm using it so much. Candy said my moon is in my moon is in Capricorn, and it's my gorgeous boy's sun sign. Cool. There you go. Yeah, Susser, favorite emperor. Oh, Amanda said, I think my word of the year will be trust. It's come up a lot lately. That's too cool. Yep. And Candy and Beth are moon sisters.
Nice.
So, and here, yeah, I think of decks as discovering aspects of ourselves, like dragons and fairies, etc.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Sisters of the Moon.
What's up?
Stevie Nicks. So, all right, just in case
Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey's talking on the phone. So, so he's like, I'm sorry, somebody from work is calling him.
Yeah, Steven forgot too when he walked by. I happened to have my thing muted because the dogs were barking, so I got lucky.
Yeah.
I sent him a text and I said, "Yo, dude."
Ooh, Oil Painter said, home now. I think my word is going to be evaluation.
Ooh, that's a good one.
My guides give me the word engage. Ooh, love that. My word is appreciate, Candy said. Gentleness. Maybe next week. Are you available next week at this time? Maybe we can talk about word of the years.
Sure.
So
I'm pretty sure we already have shit booked out.
I think so, but you know.
But no. I'm saying that we have the time marked. We just don't have.
Yes.
Yeah, we're talking about Capricorn, and we can talk about the word because the Capricorn thing's not going to take that long.
Well, yeah, we'll figure that out. And word of the year, unstoppable in 2024. So, and Jonathan said acceptance. So that's cool. So, any last minute words for people, Jamie?
No. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024.
Welcome to 2024. Remember, the transition between the energy of 2023 and 2024 can sometimes be rocky. I think it's an important thing to cut yourself a break. Transitions are hard. Let me rephrase that. Transitions can be challenging and give opportunities to apply some new things. So, but.
Yep.
All right, everybody, thank you very much for being here. Tune to us next week as we talk about something else. Bye.